evening. What was that crack there? Jesus Christ. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Wednesday night live stream. So, as we went over this morning, Star Citizen was down for maintenance this morning, which is a big part of why we were playing some Schedule 1, to change it up. It got an update. I only just got, I'm out trying to do some mining. When it was kids are going to be problems, and time to eat and shit like that. So I'm still in the midst of out kind of mining, hence why you kind of hear the mining going on in the background. But yeah, we're playing more Star Citizen, really no plan outside of that. And yeah, Darkness, there is no expectation of Void or Viking, Queen, any of them that play Star Citizen to join. Mind you, speaking of playing Star Citizen, I came across a thing. I did come across a thing today. A very important thing. There is a free fly coming up. I was sent it over to Fritch. Where the hell did I see that now? Is it this one? Where did I see about the free fly that was coming up? Maybe it was... I gotta find the page. Maybe it was under here. Yes, that was the launcher. Don't worry about it. But I do not recommend these events. Here it is. Here it is. I do not tend to recommend these events because personally, I find the game runs worse during them. But if you are interested in trying it out yourself, this is an opportunity for you guys to be able to try it without swiping the card. Just saying, if you go with !SC, you do get my referral code. It does help me out a little bit, from my understanding. Plus, I think, from my understanding, you guys might get a little extra to your account as well when you use a referral code. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, this is going on. Starts tomorrow. Runs till apparently the 20th. Hey, come check it out. And, yeah. Maybe you'll actually, find you'll enjoy it. Also, welcome in for all those in chat. I see a Void, I see a Darkness, I see a Meatloaf redeem the Lurk. Hull B, very expensive. Why would I need a Hull B when I have a Hull C? It, honestly, Floyd, even if you don't primarily do hauling, I do recommend having a decent hauling ship. Even a Hull A. Because, for instance, if you actually find you do get into mining here, as you learn more about it, you can use the Hull A or any ship that can hold cargo to move that cargo somewhere to sell it for more, right? It probably just auto-played over. Or now, did it do the fucking thing? It did the OBS.
Okay, it's just YouTube though.
Yes, it's always just YouTube when it does this, because it's just a YouTube thing. But it is an absolute pain in my ass every time it does this. And I don't always catch it, because that's a whole different chat window, that's a whole different URL, that's...
I hear you.
Which means I gotta fix stuff on the fly while not blowing up the rock in front of my face. Where's that thumbnail now? Of course you're gonna pop open there. And yes, you guys have no sound right now because of the fact that I'm fixing YouTube crap. Hey! I didn't even look, and apparently I did good on cracking it. Go me! Okay, there we go. There's all that fixed. It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked. Everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact. But yeah, for those who pay attention to that, you might notice the left side of my screen here with my mining modules. The front laser is set up for one thing and one thing only. It's set up to crack rocks. I pretty much right now initially crack with the front laser, and then usually have to use the side ones for any further cracking. Because, well, she got some oomph. Okay. Okay, that piece is a little far away. I mean, Holly is... Yep. Okay, but Void, hear me out here. You've seen the Hull C. That thing itself holds over 4,000 SCU of cargo. We can't fill that. What makes you think we need a bigger one than that? Like, I'm kind of nicely set up in that sense. Because I've got the Hull C for the big massive loads of like acquiring the stuff. And then I've got the C2 for distributing it to the different stations. Like, that is one thing I will give the Hull series of ships. They are very nice on the smaller size of cargo ships, very easy to handle. But and I haven't had a look at the new one outside of like the screenshots I've seen. I'm gonna say that one also needs a docking port. The Hull C needs a docking port. Not every station can dock them. They're too big for most places, or when they're under with a load, you can't land because the load is underneath them. Oh, can you land with the Hull B loaded? I mean, to be fair, even if you couldn't necessarily, as long as they give you the pad, you probably could be able to anyways. Just off the grounds of you just don't use the bottom side of the cargo grids. Or I should say the belly grids. Because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like it's like 4 panels folded on an angle. So if the cargo on the belly side sticks down too low to block the gear, you could just kind of not put anything there. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? That's way too much inert. That's just straight inert. That's just straight inert. I only get one that actually had something besides inert. Yeah, let's... Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna try for that. I got the actual ore split into 2 rocks. Yeah, have a good one there, Void. Get some sleep. I was honestly planning to have this kind of done before I went live, so that we could kind of do some more interesting stuff. But that didn't happen. How much inert do I have? 0.85 SCU. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I might actually change up these lasers a little more and give them 2 focus 3s. So they're a little bit weaker, which I got the head one anyways for initial crack. But that should give them, well, 40% from the focus, so 2 focuses, that's 80%, plus 25 from the head itself for the window. That should basically double the window sizes. Yes, I am actually putting quite a bit of thought into how my ship is set up.
Thank you for following.
Wait. Ultra Spooked. Thank you for the follow. Hello, I come from Ren's Discord. Nice! Okay. That, honestly, I do like when people, like, it sounds weird. But I do kind of like when people do that, just off the grounds of it's like, hey, that tells me that, you know, the couple minutes I take spending, hey, I'm live in all those Discords, people do see them. Welcome in. We're playing Star Citizen. I do good talkie. Right now we are doing a little bit of the more boring part to some people of Star Citizen. With update 4.7, they added in crafting, which made mining more crucial. So I've never been much of a miner in Star Citizen. I can't say I've played for 6 years. I've had the game for about 6 years, 5 of which I didn't touch it. Thank you, and how are you? How's it going? We've had better days. Some rough stuff. I don't want to go too deep into it right now because it is very much fresh.
Listen with me to see.
I do like to keep a level of transparency with my community, but there is an understanding some things need a digestive period. But yeah, when I first started playing Star Citizen, I kind of got into doing cargo running. Ooh, you a goth? Me too. Yeah. Hey, I actually... It hasn't been worn much, and the leather of it is degrading, but I even have my spiked collar sitting on my desk. I live in a small town in Canada, farming community. Most people look at me weird, but yeah, I got I even got black nail polish and makeup on my desk, the whole shebang. It is what it is. But yes, we do welcome in all sorts. But yeah, I will say from the get-go, if anyone is interested in Star Citizen, I never do recommend getting the top-end package. Get your basic package, figure out how you want to play, go from there. There's no need to swipe the card and waste the money. Like, as some of those who are more regular around here know, I literally will sit there and, oh, you're playing Star Citizen as well? Come on, let's go on an adventure. Some days I prefer to do my shit solo. A lot of times I prefer, when I'm not on stream, to do shit solo because I'm like grinding stuff out. But then there's other times, especially when I'm on stream, where I'm just like, you know what? Let's have some fun. Oh, why does standing have to take so long? Ooh, not bad. What other games do you play? Oh, I'm gonna say this one with the utmost respect, but like Ren, with him being on a Death by Daylight kick, I am very much right now on a Star Citizen kick. But like, we were playing Schedule 1 this morning. We play quite a bit of Stationeers. We play a lot of survival games, some simulation games. This Friday, so Fridays are scheduled kind of streams in the sense of what we play is scheduled in. We stream Monday through Friday, first in the morning from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. EST, and then in the evening starting at 6 p.m. EST to 9 p.m. EST. But this Friday is Baldur's Gate 3 with crowd control. It is, as I've taken to calling the series, Dark Rex and the Gods of Mischief. I think it's gonna be like episode 16, 17. We do also stream on YouTube, so if you want to catch it from the beginning, you can find it over there. And then the Fridays we're not doing Baldur's Gate, we're joined with another buddy of mine, Tabor, and another UK streamer by the name of Fritch on Twitch, with our co-op Stationeers game. Fritch also joins me for Baldur's Gate as well. So, yeah. But my rule of thumb is I kind of play whatever I feel like playing on that day. Like, so, yeah. Schedule 1, Stationeers, Star Citizen. I recently went back to Diablo 2. We've been playing Diablo 2 Resurrected, Rise of the Warlock on hardcore. We were checking out Roadside Research. Oh god, I need to get back to it, but I was doing a first-time playthrough of the Dragon Age series. We got to Inquisition on that. I started playing The Witcher. That's also a first-time playthrough series. We're on The Witcher 1. I've dabbled in some Fallouts, and like, yeah. I got a game collection of like 800 some odd games on Steam alone. I think we've been known to play some American Truck Sim. It's been quite a bit now, but we also played some Farming Simulator during Crash Pad for Kids, where we were raising money for Make-A-Wish International. We played some Spyro and some Crash Bandicoot and other games that were more focused towards family friendly. Like, we play a good variety. I don't always do stuff where I bring everyone in, but there is some games that I do. Like, even when I go do some hell diving, I will try to get 3 friends together and then leave the 4th spot open for those in chat. Like, yeah, see, I have DBD. I don't really care for it. Like, I played it some. I joined other streamers, play it with them and stuff like that. But that's all it really was for me, was something to play with other people. It wasn't really something that it was like, oh yeah, I want to go play this in my own time. It was, oh hey, you're playing that, can I join? Yes, when I alt-tab, Star Citizen goes quiet. I need to get back to station soon because I'm getting dehydrated. I should also probably get up to that. Is okay. I need to turn this laser up a little. That's not charging rapidly enough for my liking. We were what, 14%, and it was pretty much holding steady. There we go. Keep her in the optimal so she cracks nicely. Yeah. That's it. I don't know. Even for watching it, it's like... Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm making great sense. The ADHD, great sentence forming. It's hard for me to put into words with it. It's just... It's more of the fact of it's just... I don't know, like anxiety inducing, I guess. Like it's... I don't find it scary. I find it stressful. Man needs to go get hydration. Starts cracking another rock. You know, I think I kind of see what people go for. Or was it this head that's giving me that such crazy instability? Yeah, we're gonna, yep. We overcharged it a little, oh well. Yeah. Well, that's, like... That's the thing, like, I kind of came to terms with it long ago, even kind of before I even really started getting into streaming. I just... Multiplayer game, like PvP games, I enjoy... when I enjoy for playing with others more than I enjoy for the game itself. I've talked about it before. I used to be a big Call of Duty player, but I think it was more just the people I was playing with over on PS3. Like, I even played Overwatch. I didn't mind Overwatch. I played it primarily solo, but even then it was like, eh. I wasn't sitting there going like, oh yeah, I want to play Overwatch. So yeah, you know what? Let's go play some more rounds of Overwatch. Rainbow Six Siege, kind of the same thing. I think I primarily played that to play with other content creators I was watching at the time. And I think that's why I started, yeah, I'm 90% sure that's why I started playing Overwatch. Same with PUBG, for that matter. And like, I find I cannot stand battle royales. But like, even from the day that they were brand new, my experience with battle royales is, hey, look, I've landed and I'm dead. Oh, oh no, end of the day, we play what we enjoy, like our current run in Diablo 2. Every time we die after the first one there, I kind of went, you know what, let's change it up so I'm not playing the same thing every time. I'm gonna roll what class I get. I'm really not enjoying the Warlock. I'm gonna play through it, but it's not going back on the wheel. And like Darkness, you've said yourself, like it's not exciting to even watch. It's that simple of a class that it doesn't even content create well. Yeah. Oh fuck. You guys love when I play American Truck for trash talking me. Know what? No, my hydration's too low. I got nothing on me, if I remember correctly, for drinking. What I need to do is I need to get this thing kind of set up a little better. It should have a spot somewhere where I can like store stuff on the ship. Outside of, you know, like tools like this. That's right. Oh, that's just because you're so bad at it, Rex. I mean, I say I do pretty darn good for the fact that I don't actually have my license. How did I lose a whole station? actually, in theory, it should be. There it is. No, not that button. This button. But yes. I will also freely admit this is like my World of Warcraft, my Final Fantasy Online, whatever you want to call it. This is really the closest I get to playing an MMO. Because I don't know if you, I feel like classifying Star Citizen as an MMO is not far off. I forgot that channel was even there. God damn. That was an old channel from the days of Rhythm. And I mean like OG Rhythm when it actually like worked and wasn't integrated into Discord. When I have that moment of, wait, what button was my landing gear again?
Landing gear down. Landing engines off.
Oh damn, the only thing, okay, cool. Oh, that reminds me the other day, I had to jump into... Oh?
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval
I
system.
cannot see the
As we
screen.
move to our storage
There we go.
Please visit us again.
Yeah, we're a little fuzzy because we're a little thirsty. We got what? 5% hydration down there? 6% hydration? The bloody thing had a 5-stage ignition system. Damn! Fuel injectors on. Fans on. Turbo pumps on. Do I want to be cheap about it? No, actually. You know what? That's not a machine I can get. pretty much. See, the nice thing is, too, and some people might get annoyed at me for saying this, because I haven't seen anything on it, but NASA just recently launched that, like, shuttle or whatever. So I think... So me being on a bit of a space kick right now with Star Citizen, I feel like does kind of feed a little into the algorithm. Like, don't get me wrong. I love space. I've used to lay there looking at the stars, pointing at constellations and stuff like that as a kid. Stuff like that. I find the stuff like that goes over like the rocket launches and stuff like that. It's kind of too technical. Like, I don't care for it because it's, a lot of it's very technical and stuff like that. I'm more for, like, almost like the sci-fi side of things. Like, let's face it, statistically speaking, every star we see in the night sky is a sun. Whether it's still burning or not is a whole other topic of discussion, but every star is or was at some point a sun. Therefore, statistically speaking, with that many suns, there is no way in hell we are the only life forms. Do I think we're gonna find life out there? Probably not. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if some other life form looked at us and went, "We're not making contact with that." I gotta love your can of instant ramen. Ready and hot. We're not gonna talk about the fact that I don't have a can to throw away after I'm done eating. It even had a load balance check. Damn!
Hey there.
I mean, you gotta admit though, Darkness, to some extent, that's also fucking cool. Like, don't get me wrong, I very much would also be there, like, no, you know what, I'm opting for no, because I'm gonna break something.
Please report to management as soon as possible.
But I can appreciate it for being fucking cool. Like the fact that you sat in the seat and was like, oh no, there's a new driver, we need to recalibrate. It's kind of cool. Okay, let's see here. What do we have here? Oh yeah. That's gonna show you how much I've been on. I didn't even have that. Like, that's an order I put in like yesterday. We find those. High cost, high yield, low speed. Very low speed, low cost, high yield. I don't know why some people were saying like, don't go with this. Like, it's... Got it. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to pick up another couple of Focus 3s. Because the more I think on that, the more I kind of like that idea. Pick up another 2 Focus 3s.
Clear Bay 3.
Yeah, I can imagine something like that, especially for long haul. Sound cancellation would be kind of key. Because I would figure that a good chunk of the time they're gonna be sleeping like at truck stops, which would not be the most quiet of places. I think we can all agree on that.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I wonder. Not that button. Actually, let's go have a look. I'm gonna go have a look and see what should we really go looking for. Not that many truck stops in EU and UK. A lot of times they are sleeping roadside. So then even more so. That sounds to me like even more so that good noise cancellation is important. Aluminum and iron. I can probably do better on those. Actually, I should very much be able to, but you know what? Why don't we go see what we can do? Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I necessarily can get... Could I fly the mole out there by itself? Or would I have to call it out to Nix? Actually, you know what? Pyro just runs so much better for me. So I was saying this to some of the other guys last night. I was like, I really don't like Nix, and it's nothing against Nix itself. It's just currently where it sits. And I'm like, what do you mean? Why do you not like Nix? Nix is like such a beautiful system. I was like, so Stanton, I pretty much am a solid 60. Maybe I dip down to like 55 FPS. Pyro, I'll be, I think, I want to say anytime I've glanced at it, I'm 60 to 50 FPS. Nix, I'm like 30 to single digits. It's like, it's nothing against Nix, it just does not run well right now. But I'm like, you know what, that's a fair point. It's not that I don't care for Nix for just like the idea of the place or anything like that. It's just currently it is not very well optimized. But I mean, they've got the system in play, like the Galaxy in, or the star system, however you want to label it. They still the planets that are in there, you can't travel to. They're placeholders right now in the system. The planets aren't even actually in yet. The system is actively being worked on. So, but we need to be out of Stanton to get our really, really high qualities. And, well, we're a mining ship. We're not well defended, so... And I really don't know either system that well, so... Well, we'll head to Nyx. It seems to be the mining system, so... Doo-doo-doo. And I mean, as long as I'm not doing planetary mining, I can relatively use the mole as a solo miner. And so, there is that.
On occasion, we thank our supporters like Southampton Dog of Eastern Long Island.
That looks like that's in
where all of your
Stanton.
trusted professional training and care
That
needs
is
are
very much in
available.
Stanton, and oh god, that's an old map.
SouthamptonDog.com. We appreciate the folks at SouthamptonDog.com in Long Island, New York, and their customers for supporting our Seaburg 1000 background music station. Thank you. Thank you for listening to Seaburg1000.com.
How many
To support
times
our
are you going to
station,
thank us
check
for
out our
listening
web
to
store
Seaburg
on
1000? Jesus
We
Christ.
also have an eBay store. Search Seaburg Music Library, Inc.
Oh god, this is an article from like 3.7. I'm just looking for like a rough asteroid map in Nyx. Jesus Christ. Okay, we're going in blind. I did not even realize that was volumed up. And yeah, sometimes I do check my phone while during Quantum, because, yeah, oh. Chat goes quiet. Space stations and star systems don't really make sense to me. I can kind of see that. Like, there's really not a lot of. So the stations that are just out in the open stations, I can definitely agree with that one on. Because it seems like there's a lot of just extra to those stations. Well, some of the other stations, Darkness, like, for instance, the ones in Nyx, where they're built into, like, asteroids and that, those ones to me kind of look cool. I like they actually feel like they are the size of which they envelop, in a sense. Pyro stations are a lot like Stanton's. They're just run down. Yes, but what is their purpose? A lot of the station... So... The stations... They're more like truck stops, in a sense. They're meant more for you to stop at, refuel on your journey, give you track, like, points to jump to. I don't like how that's saying I use no quantum. Don't tell me they brought that bug back. Some of them... So... Where's my hanger here? 1 second here. So... a lot of them are, like you said, just for, like, offloading cargo, stuff like that. And there's not a whole lot to them outside of, you know, like, your road trip, mid-travel stop location to fill up and be on your way, pick up a couple supplies. Some of them, though, that's where they have the refineries. They don't have the refineries like Planetside.
Shields on.
Really? They're all usually
Landing complete.
on station. I think that's, you know, the whole zero gravity helps them move supplies, so yada yada. That's saying I used no quantum. Okay. Did they introduce a new bug? But yeah, that's it. I could also be, like, there could be a lot more to them than just that. But I look at them more of like truck stops. Plus, the stations load so much better than the cities with Star Citizen. You have a lower end computer. I recommend, as soon as you choose a home location and get in the game, change your spawn location to a station if you're having problems loading, because they run so much smoother. Yeah. So Star Citizen doesn't really have anything quite to that extent. But I can see your point. Like, some stations do have a little bit, like, I forget if this gateway is that. But a lot of it is, you know, you go to the lobby, and then from the lobby you go to the couple floors. Also, hey Block, how's it going? Yes, you're part of the chat fighter. I run a little thing called intro fighter, and people liked it so much that we kind of migrated it into the actual gameplay as well. But yeah, like you usually, yeah. So this one's one that you have a little burrito bar here, so you can. It's a little more annoying filling up like this, but you can pick up some drinks. Yeah, food's over here.
If you're not seeing something,
You got your medical center. But then, yeah, you usually have to go into these elevators, which take you to a different floor. Oh, this one has a cargo and a refinery. Rex, get me my taco.
Something woke me up in the middle of it too, and now I can't
You know what?
shake this weird feeling. I know
Sorry, this one only has burrito stall. Sorry, it slipped. Oof. Darkness with the Uber Eats band. Why you gotta be so mean to a crippled man? He's confined to a wheelchair. Yes, he's refined to a wheelchair. Oh yeah, that's the side effect of having my volume down like I do. I haven't done anything else to my volume, have I? Yeah, just music down. Oh, I guess I could do that too. That way when I click off it doesn't go silent on you guys. Nice, Tall. Wait, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy hearing that you are like improving and like, trying and everything else. But again, I will pretty much state this every time. Don't overdo it. I would hate for you to push it too far and lose more than you gain. Right? I am a stubborn ass. Yes? Your point? I'm a fucking stubborn ass too.
Launch complete. Landing gear
But here's the thing. In my mind, and the way I look at it, is hope is a very powerful thing. It's not something that a lot of people recognize, though. They would sooner, like, dash someone's hope and just be like, yeah, no, you'll never walk again. There's no point trying. What are you doing? No. I hope to hear that you walk again. I really do. However, I'm going to be one of those people that are realistic and, okay, Tall, you can stand and take, a couple dozen steps, and that's about your limit. I don't want you to lose that at the same time. Get what I'm saying? I love cooking. And I mean, that goes for anyone. Anyone that may be watching this later on, is going through hard times, something's happened, some injury. I believe in you guys. You will get through it. But please don't overdo it. Strengthen. Don't push yourself so far you weaken. Sometimes, doctors can be proven wrong. But don't hurt yourself. I live in the UK. I'd rather have the blue badge. No. I'm gonna say that's supposed to be and not be able to walk, not no be able to walk. What? So, expound on that one, Darkness. Is the blue badge something like, and I say this with all due respect, because I know some people can be very sensitive on stuff like this. Is it similar to, like, the, handicap spots and signs or licenses over here? I wasn't gonna say it like that, Tall, but and I'm more or less allowing that because it's not referring to it as calling someone it's referring to the item itself. But yes, I have one till October. So see, hear that, everyone? Take tall places. You can park close to the door. Yeah, so that sounds similar to our handicap parking that we give to those that need wheelchairs, stuff like that, and are elderly. People with mobility issues. You get a fuel discount too? God damn. Can someone get my sledgehammer? I won't. We need one of those badges. And can someone get my sledgehammer? Wait. If I do that, I won't be able to, play American Truck Sim with pedals. Not only that, but like working out in the wood shop and stuff like that, I need to be able to stand. Alright, let's go! That should be interesting. This is probably one of the smaller ships I've actually taken through here. Oh yes, so I also found some stuff out about the mining. Apparently the mining quality goes from something like 200 or lower all the way up to, if you're really lucky, quality 1,000. With it more likely to find the thousands, or the higher quality ones, out at Nyx/Pyro.
Shields up. Shields off. Quantum travel engaged. Shields on. Quantum travel complete. Shields off.
Well, it's not really going to apparently give me much, is it? Let's see here. Yeah, I guess we'll go out there. see what we can find.
Quantum travel engaged.
Oh, damn. Looks like they're looking at. They're calling for rain tonight over here.
Quantum travel complete.
Okay, now this.
Shields on.
I feel like this place would be plentiful. Even though we can't see too far in front of our face. Well, that looks like it's debris. Yeah, that looks a lot like, yeah, it's debris. That one looks like our next good one.
Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
Wait, I can actually... Damn, okay, I did not realize I had a mining mode, essentially, in this cockpit. It got really quiet. Oh god. That is like eerily quiet. Raw ice, snow. Debris. The hell is that? Wait, did I just found a ship out here. What?
Mighty mode off.
Oh, that is like a ship in a ship. That is all sorts of nope in there.
Mighty mode on.
That I would have attempted it, don't get me wrong, if it wasn't for the fact that looks to be like a ship inside of a ship. It's a death trap. There's no win there. Does make me wonder though if I should come out here with, say, like the Reclaimer and see what we can find. Oh, this is the kind of stuff I couldn't break last time. didn't think so, but the fact that I can actually, like, see shit in that. This is gonna be one of those times I wish I had, like, mining gadgets, isn't it? Time to see if we can crack this solo. They call me Han. Han Solo. I need to get closer. It's saying I can crack it. There is hope. Why am I seeing a bunch of the channels in the Discord lit up? Did we get a bot? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I could have sworn I turned the side monitor one back over to my Discord, but apparently I did not.
Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
Damn it. Don't think I can do it. Which sucks because... this is what that stuff sells for. Mind you, I don't... Oh. Yeah, it's gonna probably be like that for most stuff right now. Maybe try getting a little closer.
Mining mode on.
Oh, God. See, my main problem with AI is the fact it's literally taking fucking jobs. See, if only I was able to, like, turn it on so it stayed on. Right?
Mining mode on.
And no, I don't have any mining gadgets with me. That looks like it's suit storage. Yeah, it really does not look like...
Welcome to the wonderful world of classic background music, streaming to you live from Los Angeles, California. The music comes from our Seabird 1000.
Oh, I found the shitter.
That was in popular use from 1960s to 1980s. We present the finest five
Even the toilet paper hides in the wall
extensive.
because it doubles as a shower.
Thanks for tuning in, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast.
Yeah, because there's the shower. I will admit, it does feel like the lighting sucks on the mole. Like this ship feels really fucking dark. Actually, I really shouldn't leave those open because my understanding... Yep, you still can. They don't actually have glass in them. So yeah, if I was able to hit this with one of these and that front laser, I'd probably have no problem tracking it. And yes, this is the part that I kind of hate about mining. We've been out here for how long? We finally find a rock to mine. I was like, nope. You don't have the power for it. Meanwhile, I have, in theory, my ship set up to be the most powerful it can. Yeah, that was what? Kanye they were making the fish jokes about? Or something like that? And yes, I do realize after I said that you did say about Kanye. I mean, that's literally showing up as impossible for the powerhouse. I don't think I ever finished the Stick of Truth. Is it bad? I really don't care too much for South Park to begin with. But I was more interested in, like, the Stick of Truth. For just more a sense of the, like, turn-based RPG with the humor. I think I love how the Automod hated on the name too. Now I'm curious. No, not on that screen, thank you. Yeah, I have both of them. That looks like a piece of fucking debris. Okay. Oh, that's looking promising. You will expect my authority. That's the ice. Damn it. Ooh, okay. Well, we'll definitely be able to crack these. At least. Unfortunately, Tal, I'm pretty sure the lights are on. What do we got here? None of this is really gonna be. We're just kind of in that kind of zone.
Mining mode on.
The fact that even with the laser cranked all the way down, it was climbing pretty steadily. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch lasers. I don't have fine enough control with that one. It got too much oomph. I am not in the right spot. Okay. And move the ship up and probably a little forward for this one.
Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
Do. Okay. Well, it's got ever so a little inert in it, but it's fine. Don't think that one's going to be cracking more. That one definitely will. Oh no, that one's ready to go as is. Okay. Dirt. Bunch more aluminum. Yeah, that one I'm not gonna bother with. I do hate how the audio's glitched out again. Wait, is there more there to crack? No, get back up there. Thank you.
Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
The hell? Well, that's showing up as... Okay, that's iron. How rich of an iron node, though, are they?
Mining mode on.
700? That's not too bad. It's telling me it's impossible. I kind of find that hard to believe. Not gonna lie.
Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
Oh god. We have hiccups. No! Not like this. Oh. One thing I will give Star System, it fucking kicks heat out. Jesus Christ. This room is some hot right now. Still need to get closer. Damn. See, this is the part that sucks about solo mining. Hey, Black Point! This gonna be close enough. So, I'm gonna tell you something, Black Point. I don't know because I haven't been out that way to check if it's still a thing. But if you go into unverified around Hurston, there's a contract you need to take first for it to kind of enter you in. But then you can start getting unverified Hull C salvage missions, and they're loaded with stems and medical. We're talking millions of dollars of stems and medical supplies. There was just a patch today that the servers came down for, so might still be a thing, might not be. But other than that, yeah. That's how I've been making my money. Heck, the only reason I've started doing things like mining nowadays as well is because of the crafting system. We need these materials to craft better gear. You can craft better gear than you can purchase. So you get yourself a mining ship and a fabricator, you can save so much money. Because you can even craft ammo. You just have to do certain missions to kind of get blueprints. Which is part of the reason why I went out and bought myself a mole. Because I basically went, I'm gonna need that stuff. And I don't want to try to negotiate with other players. I wish I had someone else with me. Because that rock right there, with the fact that it has 717 quality iron in it, that'd be nice. Not necessarily. I know people that enjoy doing mining and stuff like that, and like set up trade deals and stuff with them if I really wanted to. But it's not even worth cracking more. That's not bad. Hi! I didn't even realize I had a rock like right beside me like this. I got mining figured out, I do kind of make it look easy.
Attack on shield.
That's not worth it. Don't need to crack that one more. That one's ready to harvest. And, well, the other pieces I can't really see. Okay, we need to kind of, like, reposition ourselves here. That's really close to the cockpit. There we go. Well, I might have some problems with some of those pieces, but I can get quite a few of them from here. Nerd. This is not the laser I want to be using for this. This is the initial crack laser. It got oomph.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode on. Factory mode on.
I really don't have that in a good spot. Okay. I will admit, now that I understand mining better, it is a lot easier, but oh boy.
Extraction mode on.
Those really didn't break very nicely for me, did they? no, 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 no. Oh no. Not another one, Darkness. Well, I guess the other one was an exploit, not so much a glitch. But still. Nerd. I guess kind of like hold it there for. So that's not bad. That was a pure iron rock. That no. That's not bad. That's mainly because that's a lot, mostly 530 that I'm grabbing that rock. That one's all inert. That one's all inert. We'll see what this one gives me, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Right in there is where I want to keep it. You. That's all inert. Don't tell me it did not break nice. No, it really didn't break nice for me. Damn it. We'll take that one, though. gonna put a lot of inert in us, but that's... That's some pretty basic level iron. Right, this is our impossible rock. Which really... These stations out here, do they have refineries? It really doesn't tell me. Okay.
Systems off. Systems act. Systems on. Engines on. Mighty mode off.
That being one like that, I'm gonna say that's probably like a piece of debris. Yep, debris. I think this is the one that I already came across.
Mighty mode on.
Yeah, these are the ones we came across earlier. You know what? Hello. This looks to me like another one that I'm gonna have a hell of a time cracking, but nice, darkness. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to crack this. Oh. That does not look good. .75% power transfer rate. Not gonna be able to crack that either. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it! They do have a refinery out there. Might need to upgrade your mining lasers. That's it, Tiger. I've already put the work in on the lasers. Do I have DPS up somewhere? Here. Does not look like it. Okay. So right now a hex too. Yeah, with. With 3 power boosts, and then so, familiar with Star Citizen, this is how my mole is currently laid out. That's the most powerful laser up at the front, with basically 75% more power, and it still can't crack them. And then my side lasers, which I can't run solo, they're more focused to cracking the small stuff. It's right now a limit of being a solo crew. The only other thing I could do here is gadgets. That would be the only other thing I could possibly do to get more power. Which is part of why we're heading in. What do we got here? $600? That's not bad. 550. Okay, we got 2 rocks here that are fairly decent quality. Mining is definitely one of the things you want multiple people for. Mining drone, maybe? Unfortunately, drones in any aspect right now are not in the game. They do have some ships that are supposed to have drones. Don't believe the Mole is one of them, but I mean, I think they've got a list under mining ships of like 4 or 5 different mining ships, and 3 of them, or no, I think it's more like 8 mining ships, and only like 3 of them are in the game right now. I think 1 is even a capital ship, like mining capital ship. And that one I know of quite a few buddies wouldn't mind getting their hands on, because it's also supposed to have like a refinery on the ship. I need to get closer. And that's it. Many of Impossible Rocks have been cracked by determined miners. We yearn for their minds. Side note, if you don't have Return to Moria and you game on PC, I don't have Humble Bundle anymore, but this month Return to Moria is one of the games on the Humble Bundle monthly. Which really sucks because it does have other good games too in there that I've wanted. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the sequel to one of the mech games I played. That just recently came out. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna get that, which means I probably won't get the other one. Damn it! See, ideally, I'd have the two other guys with me, and they would fire the outer beams at the rock. Actually, I could probably crack this one. If I can crack it, I can gather it. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm still too far out from it. It's so hard to gauge this. Like, I do struggle on this part. Yes. So we'll just do that. Around the 50% mark is where we're essentially zeroed. Dropping it. There we go. sad part is only 4% of this is the 639%. I looked away and I didn't realize it fucking overcharged. Well, we'll just grab that one right now. Because I do need to switch lasers if I'm gonna crack the other ones more. I need a gentler touch.
Mining mode on.
Why don't you ask Lord Viking to help? Because, Tiger, I take into consideration time zones. So, Viking's something like 5-6 hours, same with Void. And if either one of them have to work in the morning, if they're joining me for and sticking around the whole stream, they're up till 4 in the morning. Plus, I like to go with solo sometimes. Viking 7 hours, I think Void is... Yeah, like it's something like that. Yeah, they're like 5 to 7 hours ahead of me. Does Void Germany and Vikings Norway, I think. Yeah, like it basically it falls into the thing of like, yeah, I'm a streamer. People are gonna want to come like join me for stuff and like that, but I'm not gonna sit there and expect people to Oh, this broke so bad, didn't it? Oh, I'm gonna get a shit ton of inert here. Everything's got big chunks of inert to it. I mean, I could sit there and break up those rocks and get that 255 iron, but I am more thinking on the lines of, are you still 6 hours ahead of me, Darkness? I thought your daylight I thought your guys' daylight savings started like last weekend. I also can't believe we spent 3 hours mining. But yeah, guys, don't forget, if you are even kind of interested in Star Citizen, I don't recommend them in the sense of, like, I feel like they don't paint Star Citizen in the best of light because so many people do hop on during them, and the servers do tend to have issues because of it. But there is a free fly going on starting tomorrow till like the 20th. So if you don't have an account, use the link, or at least the referral code linked with !SC Star Citizen, i.e. Star Citizen, and that could help you get a little bit started. I'm not affiliated. I don't see anything outside of game return if you do or you don't. But yeah. What do we have here? I'll worry about that in a few. Because, guys, sadly, we are at that time. We do have to call it here. But we will be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. EST, for who knows what. I mean, let's face it, I am on a space kick, so chances are it will be more Star Citizen. But, yeah. So, till then, guys, don't forget, like, subscribe, follow, push all the buttons, hell, join the Discord. If you haven't yet, we do stream on both Twitch and YouTube, so consider showing us some love on the other side. But, we will see you next time. Bye-bye.